Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another recruiting video. Today we're going to be talking about the Texas A&M Aggies in their 2025 recruiting class. Now, Mike Elko in his first year, he's doing a really good job. He's got the Aggies sitting right where they want to be in the thick of the playoff race in just his first year. But on the recruiting trail, he's doing a really good job. He's going after top talent and he's dominating states like California and Texas, which is very important for a first year head coach. Get those pipelines set and then you go from there. So yeah, we're just going to take a quick look at their class and give a little preview for signing day, which is just about 3 weeks away. December 4th through December 6th is the early signing period. And yeah, Texas A&M, they're looking to be in a very good spot when that time comes. Yeah, leader of the class, Aggie fans know Husan Longstreet. I mean, this is the leader, crown jewel of the class. With that being said, there's one contender that is trying to flip him, and that is USC. As I talked about in my USC recruiting video that came out just a couple days ago, USC needs a quarterback because it sounds like Julian Lewis will be moving on, either going to Colorado, Indiana, Georgia. Those three schools presumed to be the favorites for him. And yeah, Lincoln Riley, he got Husan Longstreet on his radar, and things kind of took off right away. They had a meeting, it sounds like, Longstreet with the coaching staff at USC. This is definitely something to keep an eye on. Now, on the Texas A&M side, Mike Elko and his staff, they feel pretty confident that they're going to keep a hold of him. Like I said, there's only 3 weeks until signing day, and it sounds like Longstreet's going to sign in their early signing period. And if he does, I'm not sure there's enough time for USC to really make a move here. So it's going to be very important for Longstreet to stay in the boat because he's a big part of this class. He's helped recruit a lot of these guys. A lot of these guys have mentioned, like, hey, I want to go play with him. So it's going to be a big key going forward. You got Adonis Curry, once again, another California kid, to go along with Noah McHale. Like I said, they were dominating California early on in this recruiting cycle. Marco Jones as well, committed early summer. You got Noah McHale early summer. And Curry, late spring, really. Yeah, they're dominating California. These are all defensive commits, too, which I think that's very important. We talk about USC a lot. A lot of college football fans talk about USC, how they can't recruit the West Coast and go after those top guys, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Well, Texas A&M, I think the way they're looking at it is, if no one's going to go after them, like why won't we? We might as well go get those guys, and they're doing just that. Along with California, I mean it's Texas A&M, right? They're always going to go after D linemen in the state of Texas. You got DJ Sanders, Keody Armstrong, two of the best D linemen in the class. They got them on board. You come down here, offensive side of the ball. You got Kelshawn Johnson. I talked about guys wanting to play with Longstreet, and he was one of them. DBs, you got Dejon Petaway from one of the better high schools in Texas, and Kobe Sellers, also a DB. Two projected corners, top 22 at their respective positions. And then Rashad Johnson, probably the most underrated player in this class from South Sumter, Florida. I mean, Mike Elko's going into Florida and getting one of the better safety prospects in the class. Yeah, overall, it's a very good, very, very good class. And Longstreet, as I mentioned, is the crown jewel. And he has no visits scheduled, no official visits scheduled for the fall. And then I got two guys, Lamont Rogers and Toby Hastrup, two guys that Texas A&M is really pushing for right now. And these are probably the main two guys that they don't have committed that they really want. For Hastrup, this has been an interesting recruitment. This is a guy that just started playing football just this past year. So he's new to football, and his recruiting, I'll show you guys the rankings if it's updated on here. So it doesn't go that far back. But there was a point, well, you can see, there was a point in time he was not even rated. He was on anyone's radar, and then he jumped up. His first week in the database was a 90. And then top 247, same thing, 89. This is a kid a lot of schools are taking a shot at. 23 offers, and that number's probably gone up by 10 here in the last month. I mean, you have schools like Oregon, Michigan, USC, Florida State, Texas Tech going after him, and those are his next couple of visits, as you can see. USC this weekend, Michigan, and then Oregon. And he's committing December 2nd. So that is unfortunate for Texas A&M, as they won't get a visit before he does commit. Other than that, they got on him early, and they were one of the few teams As I'll show you, they had two guys really lead the charge. Sean Spencer, Tony Jared Eddy. Two guys recruiting him very hard. And this is going to be an interesting recruitment because this is a kid, or could you imagine if he played 4 or 5 years prior to this of football? I mean, in 1 year of football, he got ranked the 275th recruit nationally and 25th best at his position, and he's barely played. So we're talking 2 years down the line, 3 years down the line, this could be one of the better players in college football if developed correctly. So that's a very important guy to keep an eye on. And then a guy that Texas A&M, they feel like they're on the verge of flipping any moment now. Lamont Rogers, he's visiting this weekend for their game, and he also has two predictions in that came in, I think, 2 weeks ago from Tom Loy and Mike Roach, two of the most respected guys in the industry. And yeah, this is a very talented player. As you can see, this is the 5th offensive tackle we're talking about. If you look at their commits, he'd be their 2nd overall guy. And if they get him in Hastrup, we're talking about a potential top 5 class for Mike Elko here in year 1. And this is a guy, 37 offers from Texas. What's Mike Elko doing? He's dominating Texas, dominating California, especially for a school from Texas going into California, getting those guys. So yeah, all in all, you have to feel really good about what Texas A&M is doing on the recruiting trail. And you know when the transfer portal opens, they're going to hit that portal and go get their guys to refill this roster. So with that being said, Texas A&M fans, let me know down in the comments what you think about your class. What do you think about Husan Longstreet and his connection with USC? How do you think that recruitment's going to play out? And be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the video before you head out. We're on the road to 1,000 subs, and it's greatly appreciated if you press that subscribe button. And with that being said, I'll see you on the next video.